Muy buenas tardes para todos y para todas los que nos acompañan hoy. Mi nombre es María Franco, yo soy la Coordinadora de Internacionalización y Relacionamiento de la Facultad. El día de hoy nos acompaña también Keeley Álvarez, que en un momento les voy a presentar. La razón por la que estamos aquí hoy es porque queremos presentarles el convenio doble titulación que firmamos hace casi un año con la Universidad de Essex en Inglaterra. El evento se va a llevar a cabo en español y en inglés. Yo voy a empezar dando una pequeña introducción en español. Después de eso, Keeley Álvarez, que es la representante de Relaciones Internacionales para Latinoamérica y el Caribe de la Universidad de Essex, tiene una presentación preparada para ustedes de aproximadamente 20 minuticos. Eso se lleva a cabo en inglés. Después de eso tenemos a Santiago Solarte, un estudiante que se encuentra actualmente, literalmente, en la universidad en este momento, en la biblioteca de la universidad, y les va a poder contar pues un poco de su experiencia como el primer estudiante de este convenio de doble titulación, y por supuesto un espacio para preguntas y para que nos cuenten cualquier inquietud. Entonces, bienvenidos, bienvenidas, y empecemos. La siguiente diapositiva, por favor. Listo, entonces les voy a dar un breve contexto del convenio, de cuánto lo firmamos y de qué implica. El tipo de convenio es un tipo de convenio que nosotros llevamos doble titulación para los estudiantes de pregrado. Eso significa que en algún momento de su carrera, de su programa académico, pueden de alguna manera hacer un fast track y empezar a hacer su maestría. En este caso, para los egresados, pues simplemente significa que tienen de alguna manera un camino directo o una vía directa hacia la doble titulación con la Universidad de Essex. Lo firmamos en septiembre del año pasado. Lo tenemos por ahora por 5 años, con una renovación semiautomática. Este convenio lo que principalmente implica es que estudiantes y egresados de nuestra facultad, es decir, del programa de relaciones, de ciencia política y o de gestión y desarrollo urbanos, tienen la posibilidad de llevar a cabo una maestría, un programa de maestría en la Universidad de Essex, y este convenio les permite acceder a un descuento preferencial del 20% sobre el total de la maestría. El precio suele variar un poco dependiendo de la maestría. Este convenio contempla 13 maestrías de la Universidad de Essex. Las pueden ver ahí listadas: el MA Politics, el MA Political Theory, MA Political Economy, MA Political Science, Conflict Resolution, International Relations, United States Politics. Por supuesto, pues son todos temas muy pertinentes y muy relacionados con los 3 programas de nuestra facultad. Siguiente, por favor. Listo, pues el convenio de doble titulación tiene, diría yo, que una lista muy extensa de beneficios, pero entre los más relevantes o los más comunes, pues está por supuesto un título de posgrado en la Universidad de Essex, un fortalecimiento y una inmersión completa del inglés, lo que seguramente usualmente termina en un fortalecimiento de lengua, estar inmerso en una experiencia internacional y multicultural. Ya Keeley les contará un poco más, pero la Universidad de Essex y especialmente el campus de Essex es uno de los campus más internacionales del Reino Unido. Eso por supuesto lleva a que fortalezcan su perfil y sus redes profesionales y contar con nuevas perspectivas de aprendizaje. La metodología británica digamos, es muy diferente a la metodología que conocemos aquí. Tienen un método un poco más autónomo y una formación muy diferente, muy interesante también de explorar. Siguiente, por favor. Listo, más adelante pues les voy a dejar unos enlaces que pueden visitar tanto en la página de web del Rosario como en la página web de la Universidad de Essex, donde pueden encontrar, digamos, la información de los convenios más detallados. También contarles que esta charla pues la estamos grabando, después la vamos a subir a YouTube por si la quieren repetir o la quieren remitir a alguien que no pudo asistir el día de hoy, y también de una vez les dejo mis datos por si tienen alguna duda. Entonces, nada, pues sin más preámbulos, let's switch into English very quickly. Keeley, thank you very much for being here today. I know it's very late in the UK as well, so thank you very much for the effort. That's it, the floor is yours. Welcome and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Anna. Thanks a lot for organising this session, and thank you to all that are present today. So as Ana Maria mentioned, I am the representative for Latin America and the Caribbean at the University of Essex, and I've got a short presentation for you. Hopefully I can get through this in around 20 minutes. And I do have a short video for you as well, so I can give you a bit of a tour of the campus. So just bear with me while I share my screen. Maybe Ana Maria, can you just let me know when you can see?
We can see it now.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Great.
So just a quick overview of what I'm going to talk to you about today. So I'm going to tell you a bit about the university and some of our strengths. I'll then discuss student life and the student support that we offer to our students, as well as the accommodation that we offer. And then I'll just give a quick overview to the partnership, as Anna has already mentioned, and explain to you how you can apply and the entry requirements. So here you can see our beautiful campus. So as you can see, it's a very green campus. It's located on 200 acres of parkland. So it's a really, really beautiful place to live and study. I actually did my undergraduate degree at Essex. So I am an Essex alumni, and I also am currently doing my executive MBA at the university as well. So if that isn't enough testimonial to say that it is a great place to study, then I don't know what is. So a little bit about us and our Essex spirit. So we say that we're home to the ambitious and the bold. So that's because we want students that want to come here and make a difference and challenge convention. We don't want students that just want to come here and just accept everything that they're told. We want students to come here and challenge our professors and do their own research and investigation, and in order to challenge some things that are going in the world in today's environment. So we have over 15,000 students from over 140 different countries. So you do really find the world in one place here at the university. And that's something I didn't even know until I arrived on my first day at university, and I was in a room with people from all over the world. And honestly, I can say that's definitely one of my favorite things about the university, because studying here, I mean, you just get to be kind of in this whole world of lots of different cultures and languages, and that will just contribute to your whole experience as a student, because you get to hear perspectives from all different corners of the world, which is fantastic. So a bit about our location. So I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with London, the city of London, and we are located not too far from there. So Essex is actually a county in the east of England, and within that county we have 3 campuses. But the agreement that we have with Rosario is just with the Colchester campus, which is where all the programs that we'll be discussing today will be located at. So a bit about Essex. So Essex has a 350-mile coastline, so lots of lovely beaches. I can't say that they can compare to some of your Caribbean beaches, but at least they are they are beaches and nice places to go and spend the day in lots of kind of really pretty and historical towns and villages. And you'll be happy to know that Essex is one of the warmest counties in the UK. I'll have to have Santiago clarify that for me later on, and tell me his experience as to whether he thinks it's warm or not. But it definitely is one of the warmest parts of the UK. And I know a lot of you guys, you do think it rains here every day and it's grey every day, but thankfully in Essex, it's not. So you'll be happy to know that. Because of our location, it means we have direct links into London. So for example, from the Colchester campus into London, it takes less than an hour. So the great thing is we're really close to London. We're close to the vibrant capital city of London, but the cost of living in Essex is way cheaper than London. So I'm going to have a bit of a brag now about all of our rankings and strengths. So the University of Essex won University of the Year in 2018. This is, if you're not familiar with the Times Higher Education Awards, it's kind of like the Oscars of the higher education world here in the UK. And we were voted University of the Year in 2018. And that's because we always put our students and staff first at the forefront of everything we do. So that's something we really hold close to our heart and we're really, really proud of. We're top 30 in the Complete University Guide. So as you know, there are many of, really fantastic universities here in the UK. So obviously that puts us up there with some of the best universities, not just in the UK, but also in the world. We're top 25 for research quality. So not only is our teaching of really high standard, but our research output is of really great quality as well. And as I mentioned previously, we are one of the most international universities in the UK, and we're ranked 4th in the UK for International Outlook. So Essex has many different fantastic departments and subjects that you can study. But without a doubt, the strongest kind of faculty we have is the social sciences. And that is, what all this partnership is about, is all the social sciences. So we're top for research in politics and top 5 for social sciences in the research excellence framework, and top 50 for politics and sociology in the QS World University Rankings. Our business score is also among the top 2% in the world, according to the AMBER accreditation that we have. And we have the Queen's Anniversary Prize for our world leading social science research. So moving on to employability. So obviously, probably a lot of you guys, you might be considering coming to study in the UK because you want to increase your job prospects and your employability. So at Essex, we offer lots of work placements. So if you're interested in getting involved in working part-time while you're here in the UK, which you can do with a student visa, we have lots of opportunities for you to do that while you're studying here. There's opportunities also to get involved in field trips, conferences, guest lectures, and all of our students have the opportunity to learn a language for free alongside their master's degree, and the opportunity to do a data science course for free as well. And that's regardless of the subject that you're studying. You have the chance as well to recognise all of your extracurricular activity. So I'm sure you will have started to realise now, if you're doing research into studying in the UK, it's very much a whole package when you come to study here. It's not just about getting your master's degree. There is lots and lots of activities and things you can get involved in, from societies and volunteering. So the Big Essex Award basically acknowledges all of that extracurricular stuff and will be mentioned on your transcript if you wish. We also offer career services and student development support. So if you already have an idea of what kind of career you'd like to get into once you start your master's degree, the careers team can help you to kind of plan out your journey and make sure you have all the resources and skills at your fingertips. So by the time you graduate, they'll be able to help you secure that position. So moving on to student life now. I actually have a video which I think I will be able to depict everything I want to say in a lot better, finer fashion. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen and share another screen. So this is actually a campus tour of our Colchester campus. So I'm just going to share that with you now. Anna, can you just let me know if you can see the video?
We can see it now.
Yeah, perfect.
Hi everyone, my name is Asha and welcome to the Colchester campus tour. We're starting off firstly here by the lakes. It is the nicest place on campus and it's a great way to study and have a barbecue and chill with your friends. The campus is made up of 5 interlinking squares and we're surrounded by all this incredible parkland, so let's get going. This is the Silbrad Student Centre. Let's go inside and check it out. Here you'll be able to come for student information, support, the finance desk, the IT desk, and some study spaces. And now we're in the Creative Studios, which is located at the back of the Silbrad Centre. Here's where you come for everything student media. Right next to the Silverad Centre, you'll be able to find the Lakeside Theatre Cafe. Let's go inside. And now let's head down to the Lakeside Theatre. Welcome to the Albert Sloman Library. Here you'll find 6 floors of books, archives, and one of the only 4 paternoster lifts in the UK. So this is our Ivory Crew Lecture Hall. This is where you're going to be coming for your graduation ceremony once you finish your degree. So opposite Ivory Crew, we've got Waterstone. So if you're like books like me, you'll be in there all the time. Next door is Art Exchange, our art gallery, which shows some really cool exhibitions. Let's head on to Square 4. Here you'll be able to come to one of our 2 stores to go and grab some bits and bobs. We've got the post office, and there's a lot of places to eat around Square 4, so go and check that out, my favorite stop bar. And this is Square 3. Here you'll find the SE reception, great coffee in the kitchen, lots of places to eat, and below us is the nightclub Sub-Zero. So this is the Lecture Theatre building, also known as the LTB. You'll have quite a few lectures in here, and it's also the home to the SE Zone Cinema. And this is our sports arena. Next door, we have a sports hall with a gym and a climbing wall. And behind these, you'll find our sports pitches and acres of green space. As you can see, we've got some interesting looking architecture all over campus. For example, our carbon neutral business school, our Wivenhoe House Hotel, and the STEM Centre. And that's the end of our tour now. Thank you so much for following me around campus, and I can't wait to see you soon.
Perfect. So I'm just going to share my presentation again. So in the presentation, you would have been listening to our Students' Union International VC. And the Students' Union, in case you're wondering what that is basically a charity, a registered charity, and it's run by students for students. And it's there to make sure that you have everything you need while you're studying, and also that you have a great time. So all students are automatically members when you join the university, and they organise things such as social events, Welcome Week and the Christmas market, but they also run and manage lots of student societies. So there's over 130 different societies that you can join. And they also offer lots of advice and support. So things such as legal advice, immigration advice, and any sort of confidential advice that you may require, kind of separate from the university. They also are the biggest employer on campus, so there's lots of opportunities to work for the Students' Union as well, such as in the hospitality outlets. Here's just a snapshot of some of the societies that we have. So some of them, as you can see, they are cultural. So we have a really strong Latin American society. Hopefully Santiago is getting involved in that already. Some of them are academic, such as the Canadian Law Society, and others are just quite random. So Harry Potter Society, and I think there's also a cheese and wine society as well. So there normally is something that you would be interested in, and if not, you can make up your own society, which looks great on your CV. Moving on to the arts, so you would have seen there is quite a kind of artistic influence on our campuses. So we do have a theatre on each of our campuses, and host lots of live music and events on campus, as well as film screenings through the cinema, and exhibitions at the Art Exchange. We also hold the collection of Escala, which is the Essex collection of art from Latin America, which is one of the most prestigious collections of art in Europe from Latin America. And our students get to curate that collection as part of their curating and art history degrees. We also have our own newspaper, radio and TV station, and you're welcome to get involved in that. You know, regardless of the degree that you're doing, you are welcome to set up your own radio station if you want, or run your own TV station. So in terms of sport, you would have seen in the video that we do have some really state-of-the-art gym and sports equipment. You can get as involved as you want. So for example, I as a student, I was a little bit lazy, if I'm honest with you, and I kind of just did things and tried things as I went along. So one week I may have wanted to try the climbing wall, another week I may have wanted to try out a tennis class. So you can get as involved as you would like, really. But we do also welcome professional athletes. So if you are playing at quite a high level in Colombia and you wish to continue playing here, you can do so as well. And you can play in the British universities and colleges leagues through Blades, which is basically our professional football, basketball and volleyball clubs. Derby Day, so Derby Day is a really big event here in the UK. So that's when university sports teams play their kind of rival teams. So that's a really, really big important event. And every Wednesday afternoon, all of our classes are off, they're all cancelled, and they don't take place because we just reserve that just for sports. So we don't have any sports on Wednesday afternoons. So in terms of academic support, you know, some students that are starting at a master's degree, maybe they need a bit of extra support if they've maybe been out of study for a few years, if you've maybe gone into employment. Sometimes you do need a bit of extra support within your first couple of months. So we can provide you with all that kind of support, whether that's from academic writing or referencing and research skills. We have also peer mentors and personal tutors, which are particularly important, especially in your first few weeks of starting. They can really help you to get orientated and basically get settled. In terms of additional support, so Essex offers Nightline, which is a welfare service that was actually founded at the University of Essex and has since been rolled out to lots of other universities in the UK. And it's basically a number that you can call any time at night in case you have any problems. If you have anxiety, maybe you're a bit stressed about your exams, you can know that there'll be someone at the end of the line if you call that number. There's also lots of help with budgeting and managing money, especially for those of you that may be kind of managing money for the first time, living independently. We can offer lots of support with that. There's also a hardship fund. So if you encounter any financial difficulty, you can apply for that fund. We have an NHS medical centre on our Colchester campus. So as an international student, you have to pay an NHS health surcharge as part of your visa application process. And that entitles you to be treated under the NHS should you need it. So you're able to access the doctor's surgery, which is located on our campus. We also have a multi-faith chaplaincy. So if you are religious, you practice any particular faith, you can continue to attend services within our multi-faith chaplaincy. And we also have 24-hour security on campus as well. So you can feel rest assured that you will be, you'll feel very safe studying at our university. Now, moving on to accommodation. So we do offer accommodation on campus. So you can take that up if you decide to live on the university campus. If not, there's lots of private options off campus as well. It's completely up to you, whatever you prefer. Personally, I think being an international student and coming to live somewhere completely, a completely new country and a new culture, living on university accommodation can be a bit easier in a way because you don't have to worry about finding the right place or the right location. So it does facilitate that process a little bit for you. Also, all of your bills are included when you come to live on campus, whereas if you live off campus, you obviously will need to budget for additional bills. So accommodation is guaranteed as long as you apply by the deadline. And there's a mixture of ensuite and shared bathroom options. So depending on your budget and what you prefer, there's an option for everyone. Most of the rooms are single occupancy, although if you do prefer a double room, a twin room, those are available as well. And high-speed internet is included, as well as a weekly cleaner. So in terms of costs, the cheapest option we have are the towers here in the top right corner. So they are from about £105 per week. And then there's sort of lots of mid options as well, for around £150 per week. And then the most expensive option would be kind of like a self-contained apartment or a studio, which is around £200 per week. So moving on to the partnership now. So Anna already touched on that earlier, but just to kind of maybe go over it just once again, as some of you may have just joined us recently on the call. So we have a partnership with Rosario, which is basically called an accelerated master's partnership. So for students that are currently studying at the university on these particular programs, you'll be able to progress to a master's program at Essex earlier than usual. So after 3 years of studying your bachelor degree, you'll be able to apply for a master's degree with us. This is also available to alumni as well that have graduated in the last 5 years. You'll also be eligible to apply for this partnership. And students that are eligible will receive a 20% tuition fee discount. Obviously, the benefit for you guys, if you are still studying and you're not an alumni of the university, the benefit of the agreement is that you get to have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in 4 years, and also you get quite a high tuition fee discount as well as part of the partnership. Now here I've just got a breakdown of the courses and the requirements. So you need to have studied a Bachelor of International Relations or Political Science at Rosario, and you will need to have completed that with an overall transcript average of 4 in total. You will also need to meet the English language conditions. However, you don't need to meet those when you send your application. You just need to meet those before we confirm your place. So there's still time to improve your English if you have to. You still have time to work on that. Here you can see the full list of courses that you can apply to. You can apply to up to 3 different courses when you apply to the university for our application form. So you do have the option there to apply to a few different ones if you like to. As you can see, most of the courses are available through the Department of Government, and then you have 2 options as well within the Department of Economics and the School of Law. If you want any information, more detailed information on those courses, there's lots of information on our website. So just go on there and you'll be able to see the full structure of the programme. If you have any questions about anything, just get in touch with me and I'll be happy to put you in touch with the programme lead for the course. There'll also be a session next week as well, providing more information from the department. Just a very quick kind of snapshot of what some of our alumni are doing from these departments. So here we have Lina, who studied conflict resolution at Essex. She's now the head of policy and international affairs for the Columbian Ocean Commission. And she's really, really engaged, really in contact with us. We get to hear from her very often on all the sorts of things she's getting up to in her very high profile role. And then we have Carlos Ruiz Maceo, he's actually Mexican, but he's currently living in Colombia as a special representative for the Colombia and head of the United Nations Verification Mission in Colombia. So just a bit of an idea of what our alumni have gone on to do after studying some of these programs. Now, moving on to the very important stuff, so costs. So here, as Anna mentioned earlier, the cost can vary depending on the department that you're applying to. So I've just highlighted them here on the screen, and all of these costs are in £, and they include the 20% discount already taken from the normal price. In terms of average living costs in Colchester, you would need to budget for around £288 per week. And just bearing in mind that would be for normally 50 weeks. In some cases, if you prefer, you may be able to arrange with your supervisor to return to Colombia earlier to finish your dissertation in Colombia. So that means you can obviously stay in the UK for a little bit less and maybe save yourself a little bit of money in terms of living costs. But that won't be available for everyone. It will just depend on your supervisor and if they're happy for you to complete your dissertation in your home country as opposed to being here in Essex. So moving on to how to apply. There's a very simple application form on the website, and you'll need to submit your supporting documents, which includes a copy of your most recent academic transcript from Rosario, a personal statement. So this is basically a 500-word essay documenting your reasons for applying for that master's degree and what makes you a really strong candidate for that degree. If you wish, you can also supply a CV. You don't have to, it's not a requirement, but if you feel like it will support your application and you've got some really relevant work experience, you can do so. And you also need to provide your English language proficiency certificates. As mentioned before, you don't have to apply, you don't have to attach this when you first make your application. You can apply without it and then upload your English language certificate later on. So that was it from myself. Hopefully I didn't spend too much time. So thank you very much for listening. Here is my email address on the website. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to get in touch. You can also scan the QR code on the screen in order to sign up to receive information from us regarding the Department of Government, Economics or Law, in case you would like to register interest, basically. So thanks a lot for listening, and I'm obviously open to questions, and I think Santiago as well is going to stay on the line to listen to questions as well.
Keeley, thank you very much for your presentation. That was very nice, very informative. Yes, I would like to perhaps give a space to Santiago now, for the ones who perhaps couldn't hear what I said about Santiago at the beginning. Santiago is a Rosarista. He's a student from La Universidad del Rosario, and he's currently at the University of Essex. He's actually at the University of Essex while we speak. He's currently at the library studying, I believe. So we thought it would be very nice to hear from first-hand experience from Santiago, and if you have any questions for him as well, they're welcome. Thank you, Santiago, for being here. I know it's very late for you as well. Thank you very much for joining us, and welcome.
Well, actually, thanks to you, and thanks to Keeley for being here. I think it's a great opportunity for students from University of Rosario to just ask questions and hear a little bit about the experience and here at Access, which is fascinating. So I have been here just for 1 month, but it's just great. I hear your questions. Now I will change to Spanish, so it's easier for them. La verdad, pues el proceso, cualquier pregunta que tengan acerca del proceso, acerca de cómo es el tema de visado, acerca de cómo es la vida aquí, pues digamos, creo que la podemos mirar y la podemos resolver. Digamos, para mí fue un poco difícil y en eso Keeley fue de muchísima ayuda. Porque pues yo fui el primer estudiante que llegó y nadie, digamos, tenía como información al respecto, pero pues ya una vez recorrido todo el camino, cualquier cosa que pues, necesiten saber acerca de cómo es el proceso de visa, de cómo es vivir aquí realmente, cómo es llegar al campus, de cualquier cosa que, pues, digamos, tenga que ver con esto, pues estamos abiertos a responder sus inquietudes.
Muchas gracias, Santiago. Yo quería mencionar de pronto algo que me parece importante y no mencionamos, y es, Keeley, la posibilidad. Keeley además habla español muy bien y entiende muy bien. Mencionar la posibilidad del Post-Study Work Visa. Creo que esa es una oportunidad muy chévere y es, si quiere, dejo a Keeley contarnos un poco respecto a eso.
Sí, es verdad, lo siento que no mencioné eso. Ahora en el Reino Unido han cambiado un poquito cómo funciona el tema de migración y bueno, básicamente los estudiantes internacionales ya se pueden quedar hasta 2 años o trabajando o buscando trabajo aquí en Inglaterra. Entonces eso es impresionante porque anteriormente solo se podían quedar hasta 6 meses como máximo. Entonces, obviamente para ustedes es una oportunidad muy importante, muy grande para quedarse aquí trabajando y buscando oportunidades de trabajo.
Muchas gracias, Keeley. Sí, efectivamente es una política migratoria relativamente nueva del gobierno británico que le permite a las personas que hayan obtenido tanto su diploma de pregrado, posgrado en el Reino Unido, obtener una visa o aplicar una visa que se llama Post-Study Work Visa y permite quedarse allá 2 años con el permiso completo de trabajo y esto, por supuesto, pues es una oportunidad para conseguir un poco de experiencia profesional, incluso de pronto ganar en libras y cubrir algún préstamo que a lo mejor tuvieron que tomar y bueno, digamos que lo consideramos una de las grandes ventajas de estudiar en el Reino Unido actualmente. Bueno, pues tenemos una pregunta en el chat, dice, hola, ¿solo se recibe TOEFL o IELTS? Yo acabo de certificar el inglés con otro examen en las 4 habilidades. Keeley.
Sí, sí, bueno, aceptamos varios certificados de inglés. No sé cuál es el certificado que mencionas, pero sí, el TOEFL y el IELTS es el más común, pero también aceptamos el CAE, que es el Cambridge Advanced, y también el CPE, que es el Cambridge Proficiency. Pero si me dices qué certificado has hecho, yo te puedo decir si lo aceptamos o no, Ronald. También he copiado aquí en el chat más información sobre el Post-Study Work Visa, por si quieren mirarlo como detalle.
Listo, muchas gracias, Keeley. Listo, siguiente pregunta. ¿Hay posibilidad de conseguir becas con la universidad? Nos pregunta Catherine.
Catherine, hay becas, sí, ofrecemos becas, pero para los estudiantes de Rosario, el descuento de 20% es más que las becas que ofrecemos a los otros estudiantes. Entonces, conviene mejor tener el descuento de 20%. Lo que se puede hacer es aplicar, por ejemplo, a Col Futuro, si eso es una opción para ti, se puede aplicar al crédito beca de Col Futuro y recibir un descuento a través de Col Futuro también. Eso es la única opción adicional que tendrías.
Listo, muchísimas gracias. Hay una pregunta de Natalia Parada. No sé si Natalia, si quieras activar tu micrófono y hacerla. ¿No? Bueno. No te permite, qué pena, creo que por los permisos. ¿Ya? Vale.
Ya pude. Quería saber si el MPP está dentro de las maestrías del convenio.
No, lastimosamente no está incluido. Pero podría mirar si hay la opción de añadirlo. No sé, no puedo decidir ahora mismo porque tendría que mirarlo bien con mis compañeros, pero a lo mejor sí hay la opción de añadirlo si te interesaría hacer el MPP.
Sí, por favor, gracias.
Vale, sí, voy a mirar. A ver, no te puedo prometer nada, pero lo voy a mirar.
Súper, muchas gracias. Nos pregunta, acabo de hacer el lápiz del British Council con las 4 habilidades. Ronald, sí, estoy muy familiarizada con el lápiz. El lápiz no es un examen reconocido internacionalmente porque no cubre las 4 habilidades y creo que tiene como algunas limitaciones, pero no sé, Keeley, si has escuchado del lápiz anterior, lo usan mucho el gobierno colombiano.
No, la verdad no me suena, no sé, pero lo que voy a hacer es voy a mandar el link que, bueno, donde demuestra todos los certificados que aceptamos.
Listo. Muchas gracias, Keeley. Siguiente pregunta de María Fernanda. Nos pregunta primero, ¿cuánto tiempo dura el máster?
Mira, todas las maestrías en Inglaterra duran 1 año. Así que en el caso de Essex empezamos en octubre y bueno, tienes un term hasta mediados de diciembre, vuelves en enero hasta mediados de marzo y otra vez en abril tienes que volver para hacer los exámenes y en septiembre ya entregas la tesis y ya está. Un año rápido, pero intenso.
Una de las grandes ventajas también, ¿no? De pronto comparado con programas en otros países que tienen a veces una duración un poco más extensa. Listo. Para los graduados desde el 2017 habría un límite de tiempo para aplicar. Actualmente se encuentran las aplicaciones abiertas, ¿verdad, Keeley? Las abrimos en octubre y las tenemos, creo que para la corte del 2017 podríamos llevarlas hasta el final de la convocatoria, que lo establecimos mayo del próximo año, del 2022. Ese sería, si eres del 2010, de la corte del 2017, el plazo que tendrías para aplicar. Listo. Daniel nos pregunta, ¿existe la posibilidad de trabajar como investigador en la universidad si se realiza un doctorado?
Sí, a ver, lo siento, no sé si... ¿Me escuchas?
Sí.
Sí, hay la opción, pero depende del departamento y también depende de qué investigación estás haciendo. Entonces, sí, es como caso por caso, pero eso lo tendrías que ver con el supervisor y saber si hay la posibilidad de hacerlo.
Listo, muchas gracias. No veo más preguntas en el chat. No sé si alguien quisiera levantar la mano o intervenir verbalmente, o si no, Diana, buenas tardes, ¿cómo estás? La directora de la Dirección de Desarrollo. Bienvenida.
Hola, buenas tardes, dear Keeley.
Hola.
Thank you very much for your time and dedication.
No problem, it's okay.
No, básicamente a todos nuestros egresados, a todas nuestras egresadas, muchas gracias. Esta alianza es muy beneficiosa para todos. Yo básicamente los quiero motivar, los quiero invitar a que compartan con sus compañeros que no estuvieron hoy. Este relacionamiento es muy favorable para nuestros estudiantes. Yo felicito y agradezco a Santiago también que estés aquí con nosotros hoy. Hace parte de toda la estrategia de la universidad y de la facultad para incrementar el portafolio de servicios y la interacción con nuestros egresados. Uno de los propósitos de la universidad es comenzar a mirar sí el apoyo a los estudiantes en este tipo de convenios, pero también ampliarlos progresivamente a nuestros egresados. Así que ojalá que varios de ustedes puedan aprovechar esta oportunidad, este descuento y mirar alguna de estas maestrías y bueno, la que Keeley ahorita va a revisar para Natalia para esa posibilidad de un programa adicional. Entonces, bueno, pues muchísimas gracias básicamente y Ana María por todo ese liderazgo que ha tenido con el convenio. Básicamente quería agradecer y saludarlos.
Diana, muchas gracias. Keeley, I was just thinking we're missing an announcement for next week. We have a little surprise for our students and alumni next week. So go ahead, please.
Yeah, sure. So next week on the 19th of November, if I remember well, at 12 o'clock, I think, Colombian
19th,
time.
sorry, yes.
19th at 12 o'clock, Colombian time.
At
Yes,
noon, yeah,
we've organised a guest lecture for you guys with our postgraduate director, and he's going to give you a lecture, so you're welcome to attend. He's from our Department of Government, so if you're interested in studying within the Department of Government or within social sciences in any of these courses really in general, I'd really urge you to come. The professor he's really open to questions and stuff, and he's really engaging, so I'd really encourage you to come and ask him as many questions as you can. So yeah, hopefully you guys can make it.
Claro que sí, estarán recibiendo la invitación a través pues, de su correo electrónico, pero también en nuestras redes sociales, sobre la clase que estará dando el profesor Esdro el próximo viernes 19 de noviembre a las 12 del día. Es una hora de pronto un poco inusual, pero tenemos que tener en cuenta la diferencia horaria para que no le quede tan difícil al profesor. Entonces, están cordialmente invitados desde ya. También van a encontrar eventualmente esta información en YouTube y también les podemos enviar la información de la presentación. Keeley, ¿te parece? Tu presentación,
Sí, claro,
para que
sí.
cuenten con esa información.
Sí, sí, sí.
Y quedan nuestros canales y nuestros correos, por supuesto, abiertos para cualquier inquietud adicional que pueda surgir después. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias, Keeley, Santiago, por su tiempo.
Gracias a ti, Ana. Gracias,
Have a good
Santiago,
night.
también.
Have
Suerte
some
con los
rest.
estudios.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.